Yo guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel, and in this video I'm going to be talking to you about Bitcoin analysis. So every Sunday like this, I'm going to be uploading videos that I'm going to be analyzing Bitcoin, and I'll be telling you what you are going to be looking at in the coming days in the week. So each week I'm going to be dropping Bitcoin analysis and what you are to be expecting on Bitcoin, what trend and what trade should you place. Are you going to buy, are you going to sell? So make sure that you don't miss this particular video every Sunday on my channel here. So guys, let's just move on to what I have for you today. So as you can see that in the earlier days, I have actually made some trades and I've actually made some money on my chart. As you can see, this was 23 of August, where I shorted Bitcoin from this particular price, and then it came down, I took profit here, and this one is recent. Okay, this one is recent, so I shorted Bitcoin from this, but though I've taken my profit, I don't wait for this particular TP here. I TP around this particular price. Okay, I used 20x and I got some 40% and how I made some money. So guys, let's just go ahead and talk about what we're going to be expecting in the coming weeks. So I'm going to delete these ones. Let me just delete this one. All right, so what are we going to be expecting in the coming? So I'm going to be having a clear chart, and you so as to take away your confusion on the lines on the screen. So guys, what are we going to be looking at on Bitcoin right now? So it's simple. All you need to do now as a trader is to go to a higher time frame. Of course, we're in H4 time frame. I'm going to go to D1 time frame. Sorry, weekly time frame, which is W1, to see what is going on Bitcoin. So as you can see, we have been on a subsequent 3 bearish candles, so they are more like dodgy. It's just like not finding a good direction for themselves. Bear and the bulls, they're not finding a good direction for themselves. They're just dragging at this particular support line, weekly support line. All right, but what are we looking at? We don't have any positive news, and anyone might come anytime, but as now we don't have any positive news, so markets still look more bearish. So if you're going to look at my chart earlier, I actually took part in the bearish opportunities, all right, because it's of more significance than the bull. Okay, so what are we going to be expecting this week? There are two things, because trading is all about probability. Trading is all about probability. So we are expecting two things this coming week. Any news can happen, but what I know and what is of a higher probability is that markets always react. TA and FA always work with each other. So in this particular analysis now, we're going to be looking at the key levels that market is going to reject from or bounce off from. So as we have established that we are on a support now in the weekly time frame, but then this particular three candles still look very, very bearish, and it can continue downward because of the sentiment in the markets, and also the analysis, the trend going on, and whatever thing that might be going on in the market, because the market seems quiet and volume seems low, and in such case Bitcoin might be experiencing another bearish phase. But of course, that is not a certainty. So let's just go to our lower time frame for us to identify key levels. That is what we need in this video. Key levels that you can actually take your opportunity from longing and from shorting. All right, so I'm just going to go to D1 time frame. I'm doing what we call top-down analysis. All right, this is what I do. So I'm just going to be using my style for you here. All right, so as you can see that we are still not having good clear levels, but I'm going to be marking a level at this. Let me just list this one too. I'm going to be marking a level at this place and also a level at this particular place. So I'm going to be marking levels from here and from here, because they are very good levels that the market can repel or bounce off from. So I'm going to go to 4-hour time frame, right, for me to see clearly how and what is reacting at this particular place. So guys, as you can see now that we have this level, so I'm going to mark out my levels very fast now. So as you can see, we have a level here. All right, so I'm not going to be going deeper on why I'm picking that entry in there. Okay, maybe you can learn that on my maybe from my previous video or whatever video I'll be putting on my YouTube channel. So make sure you subscribe to this particular YouTube channel if you're not a subscriber, so you can be enjoying many of my videos where I'll be teaching you how to do technical analysis for free, of course. So guys, so year 2, pick here, because this is a good level 2. Yeah, so of course this might not be my entry, so I can still go down to the water and frame to treatment, because I've I'm identifying my levels. And yes, another level here. But of course, this particular level have been threatened so many times. It has been threatened so many times. So I would not even love to I would not even love to take anything from here. So as you can see, we have we have one here, and that one here, and that one here. So this means that this particular level have been tested 3 times. So the first time we must be expressing what we call a clear. So we can see that there's liquidity here. Okay, there's liquidity this particular place, right? There's liquidity here. You can see there's liquidity here at below this particular place. So market might dip down to this particular to fill up this imbalance, because this is an imbalance in which this week has created. So we're going to go to the lower time frame to see where we can pick our candle from, our entry from this particular long candles. Okay, all right. So how I teach my students normally, I'm sure if you're a student right now, you already know that you are going to look for your entry from this particular week, because I always say something. Most times there's no certainty in the market, so I'll be using most times because it's probability, which means that 80% of the time market always come back to fill all of their weeks. Okay, so if you're my student, it's not new to you. So I'll just go to M30 time frame. All right, so just to look for where I can get my entry from this particular long candle. It's possible I don't get my entry, but I'm going to be just pick my entry. Let me just see, but let me still go to lower time frame and see if I can get my entry. Okay, I always target the open and close of the candle. That's not new to some of you. Okay, so I'm just going to pick my entry from here because it's the open and close of my M15 time frame. All right, so like I said, I'm not going to be going deeper into an analysis, just analyzing for you, not explaining why I picked that. It's just my style. But as you move on and as you watch my videos, I'm sure you're going to understand all of these things, and they are very effective in the market, guys. So let me go to 4-hour time frame so that I can have a better view, and then yeah. So I'm going to pick anything from here too. If you have to ask me, so which means that we have liquidity here. We have liquidity here. So market might dip down before bouncing off, right? So we have about 3 levels now. Okay, we have one in the bearish point. I won't take any long here because it's very risky, because market have been tested. I've tested this like 3 times, 1, 2, 3. So I won't pick a long here, even though market might still come there and bounce off. Yes, you can still come there and bounce off. I won't take any entry from there. Okay, so I'll just wait for this liquidity below here. If in case that market does not get here, I see that market get to this particular half, market must fill, most times fill half of the week. So it might come to this half and then bounce off, but I can place my pending order here to be safe. And if fortunate, maybe I'm currently on the screen when market is dumping, and then I can see that it's rejecting, and then I can enter. Okay, but as of now, I can put my pending order at this particular level. So let me just put that there. All right, so I'm just going to be risking 2% of my margin. All right, so this is 2%, and of course this will be my TP1. My TP1 is going to be on 40%, because if market comes to this particular support here, this place might be turned into a resistance. All right, you know now, normal basic technical analysis. Once the support is broken, it can turn to a resistance. All right, so if you are a newbie, pardon me of my grammar, but I'm sure you're going to learn as we are moving on. Okay, so if you are a complete newbie, you can just check my channel for any good content and good content that can help you in your technical analysis. Okay, so I've established one good point now, so you can always take your TP along the line. And also I'm going to be establishing another. So I'm having two bearish entering, no, one bearish, two bearish entering. This is 1 and 2, and 1 bullish entering. So I'm going to be taking an entering 2 from here. So let me go to the M15 time frame for me to identify this particular place. So market can also repair from here, guys. You can also repair from here, this particular candle there, but I love to take my entry from the last swings, depending on if market have not rejected the previous one. And as at this one I'm looking at, this one I put arrow, it does not seem like market have reacted to it. So I'll just go ahead to the M15 time frame to pick my entry from that particular swing up. All right, so let's see. Waiting for my chart to load. All right, loaded. So I'm going to be looking at picking up my entry from this particular price. So I'm just going to move this one. All right, I'm going to move this particular one because that was what I used earlier. Used it, and I'm going to use it and go back to the 4-hour time frame. All right. So this, in fact, sometimes this particular analysis might take days. Of course, you can see how sluggish and how low volume we have in the market. So you do not expect this thing to be a day trading stuff. All right. So of course, when market trigger, you can be in profit in a day. All right. But this particular stuff might take days for it to be triggered. All right. So next week we are going to come back here and see if we are on point. So we're going to be risking 2% too from here. Why am I choosing this place too? Because this place is like a support that onto resistance here. As you can see, support here, resistance here. So I'm going to be taking that particular level too. I'm going to be risking a little from this particular level. I'll be risking a little from this particular level. And I said a little because we still have another level upward. So I'm going to be taking a little from this particular level. So I'm just going to find my entry at this particular place. So I'm going to go to M15 time frame. Let me choose M30 first. Go gradually, then M15 time frame. I love taking my entry, most of my entry from M15 time frame. Okay, it's just my thing. It's just what work for me. You know, I don't know what work for you best, but okay. Let me just use this for one. It's just what works for me best. All right. So I don't know what works for you. You can always use what is working for you. But for myself, I prefer M15, guys. Okay. So so I'm going to go back to H4 for me to have a very better view. So I'm just going to take another entry from this one. I'll be risking little. It's more of a high risk trade. For this one, I'll be shorting here too. So if market break through this place, then I'm taking my next entry from the upper one. All right. So I'm going to be risking about 10% here. To be risking 10%. Let me just say, let me risk 12%. All right. So I'll be risking 12%. And these are my trading entries for the week on BTC USDT. All right. So what do you think? Share with me what you think about this analysis. What do you think about the bull and the bear? What do you think is going to happen on your chart? So share with me in the comment section, and I'll be glad to also check it and reply. And of course, let's learn from each other. So guys, I hope you have learned something from this particular video. If you did, give it a like, comment, and of course share to your fellow traders, share to your groups for them to see what's up on Bitcoin next movement for the week. I hope to see you next week, and let's come back to review what we have on our chart. Make sure you don't risk more than you can afford to lose. Trading is risky, and you must always take caution and learn very well about risk management. Very, very important. All right, guys, I hope to see you next week, or perhaps during the week. Maybe I can still drop some other videos. Cheers, guys.